Without wasting much time, I'm going to introduce to you our next speaker, Lisa Heinzelman. This lady is brilliant. President of Illuminations Consulting, and she is a seasoned business sales leadership coach. And with a career rooted in continuous learning and continuous improvement, she has become an expert in boosting productivity and helping people, individuals, and companies and teams achieve long-lasting success. So through her workshops and success processes, Lisa focuses on optimizing efficiency and effectiveness. They're two different things, efficiency and effectiveness. Sorry, there you go. Today she'll give you her powerful insights on boosting productivity, time strategies for success. It's a hot topic, at least for me, my favorite. She'll provide actionable strategies that'll help you manage your time better. And what solopreneur doesn't want to manage their time better, right? So if you want to reach your goals with greater ease, you got to listen to Lisa Heinzelman. Lisa, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Summer. I'm so excited to be here. And I just wanted to mention something that it was awesome how you interjected Barbara into this with the opening. And what I want to say to that is, each of you should be prepared that if you're in any kind of event like this and you have the opportunity to do a 1-minute spotlight or speak for 5 minutes on a topic, you should have a topic at hand ready to do that. We should be excited and passionate from any way and have something kind of clear and concise that is a takeaway on any of those opportunities. So think about that as an additional thing related to this symposium of if you had 1 minute to speak or you had 5 minutes to speak or any amount in between, kind of on the spot, why would you speak about what you would speak about and how would you be prepared to have that be as fantastic as you are? So let's kick off some conversation today about boosting productivity and time strategies for success. Let's face it, your quantity of time is not going to change. We have 60 seconds in a minute. We have, 60 seconds. Yeah, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day. What has to change is what? Our mindset. We need to be controlling ourselves because we can't control that clock. So how are you planning your life and living your life and planning your work and working your plan and really living your purpose and your passion? And this is something I want you to pay attention to. Planning and structure does not mean that you can't be spontaneous and flexible. Think about that big time for yourself from the aspect of being an entrepreneur. We choose to be an entrepreneur because we want flexibility. Then when we become an entrepreneur, we hear from all kinds of different people and all kinds of different resources and tools that we have to do all this stuff. Then we say, oh my goodness, now what are we going to do? When you are passionate and purposeful and meaningful and lead with your vision that was mentioned earlier, that sets a tone for why and how you are investing your time and energy to in activities to achieve the results that you desire. So we have to think about our perception of time, and we need to lead with our passion and our purpose that sets a tone for us to be motivated and driven in why we're doing what we're doing. So consider this fact. How are you coming to the table? Are you coming to the table proactive or reactive? Proactive is with intentionality, meaningful and purposefulness based upon your strategy, your why, what success means to you, your vision, your core values, your mission, your competitive edge. It drives your decision about why and how you're investing your time. When you're reactive, it's happenstance. You feel hassled, you're hurried, and it's based upon your phone, notifications, interruptions, other stuff going on. So how are you being proactive and being present in where you are, doing why you're doing what you're doing, and then choosing not to let other things interrupt you or worry you on the other side? Because if you're present where you are, then you can let go of the things that are on your to-do list and the things that worry you later on that you have no control over that time. So decide why and how you want to lead with proactivity, and then add the reactive kind of stuff, the things that come up in between, to your to-do list, where they belong, when they belong, and make it happen. So, a couple strategies for you here. Create your strategy based upon your why, your purpose, your vision, your core values, your mission, and your competitive edge. That becomes your strategic business framework that you live by. When you know and love and live it, it leads you to be intentional in your business and your personal life. When we think about what kinds of things are coming at us on best practices that we always feel like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. Oh my gosh, I have to do this. The bright, shiny objects of marketing that can make us crazy and also cost us a lot of time, energy, and dollars. When things come into you of opportunities related to best practices, really celebrate your strengths about what it is that you're already doing. Identify your areas for growth. Consider ideas to develop. And listen to this one hard. Break habits that are no longer efficient, effective, and productive. Throughout this symposium, you are getting all kinds of best practices that individuals are sharing with you. And so, how do you integrate them into your business to really boost your productivity? If you wrote down a bunch of things so far, and we're only towards halfway through this, and you're going to write down a whole bunch more things, how are you going to decide to integrate them into your business? And how are you going to make sure that there are going to be some things that you will stop doing or change how you're doing based upon that? Because you can't just pile them all up here because it gets to be way too much and it doesn't make sense for us. Number 2, so we stay proactive based upon our priorities. We do goal setting and achieving. Sometimes we say ugh to goal setting. That's because we don't connect it to goal setting and achieving. It's important that we decide and think about our goals related to what kind of habits do you want to create? What kind of tasks do you need to get done? What kind of processes do you need to put into place? And what are those obstacles that hold you back from doing that? Your to-do list becomes a success list when you prioritize it. Check out these 3 Ds. You either do it, you delegate it, or you dump it. Is it immediate, this week, next week, or when I have time? That sets the tone for thinking about all of your tasks and your to-do list into 4 quadrants. Are they urgent and important? Are they not urgent, but still important? Are they urgent, but not important? Or are they not urgent and not important? In each of them, we do it, we plan or schedule it for another time, we delegate it, or we eliminate it. So what did we already say? We can dump some stuff and we can eliminate some things and we can decide what really are our priorities. I'm going to put in the chat a document or a link that you can get a document for this quadrant of priorities and urgent and important. Number 3, accomplish things mentally before you achieve it physically. So what that means is you think about it. That relates to affirmations. Put yourself that you've already achieved it. And when you set and achieve goals and you write them down, it sets the tone for you to integrate them into what you're doing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. So when you already accomplish it mentally, it sets a tone for you to then achieve it physically. So you declare, you plan, you do right now, whatever it takes for making it happen. Number 4, we need to work not only in, but on our business. And I loved when someone asked the question earlier about, tell me more about branding, because we throw all these words out there and we think that people know and understand the words that are related to some of our jargon. And then we encourage others to do the same, but we don't really talk about it in real terms. So when you're working in your business, that's your productivity related to serving your customers and your clients and preparing for meetings, all the things that are really based upon your craft and your specialty in the here and now. It's your billable hours for planning, preparation, engagement, your service, your task, your projects, and your contracts. When you work on your business, it's the strategy that's related to branding and marketing and sales and product development and all the things that focus on planning for the future. Working on your business sets a tone for a return on investment, for receiving revenue through your planning, your strategy, your branding, your marketing, your sales, your administration. So we think and plan, we implement and act, and we review and reflect. So my question to you is, are you busy, B-U-S-Y, or are you busy, B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S, in your business? Did you hear that? How many times we walk around and say, I'm busy, I'm busy. You talk to somebody, what's happening? What's going on? I'm busy. Are you and should you really be proud about being busy, B-U-S-Y, or do you want to lead with intention and proactivity to be busy in your business, B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S? These words are kind of fun to play with just a bit. Number 5, stop multitasking to be efficient, effective, and productive. Because when we're multitasking, really it's called task switching. And our brains and bodies do not act the way that we think we're so cool. And as a woman and as a mother, I certainly thought that I was as cool as I could be in all of the multitasking and making things happen. Some reasons to stop multitasking. It takes too much time to get back into what you were working on. You need to remember where you were in the process and where you're returning to. And what does that mean? We're more likely to make mistakes. And the more complex or unfamiliar the task, the more time that it takes. So why focus on one task at a time? Priorities and our clients deserve our active, undivided attention. We want to complete tasks the right way the first time. You want to feel less stressed and more accomplished. And you want to celebrate your results and outcomes. So how much time, energy, and dollars is multitasking costing you? Number 6, protect your calendar. Think big picture. What's your why, your purpose? Based again on your vision, your core values. I aspire to be present, to bring value, and to engage. And I live by a phrase that my mom loved, which is choose to participate. So I want to participate right here, right now with you. And I'm excited shortly to head out with Bill and go have some dinner and some good time and reflect upon my day. So we need to think about what we're doing with our calendar. Protecting your calendar doesn't mean, again, that you have to be structured. It empowers you to have control and be as flexible as you want to. So how are you scheduling your personal and your business activities without missing opportunities? We have to get over ourselves related to our calendar. How many of you have ever felt like you need to be available 24/7? We're not necessarily as cool as we think we are, that we need to be available 24/7. And if you make yourself be available 24/7, how are you being present with who you are now, with who you are with now? One of the things that really bugged me was if I'm in a one-on-one, and I'm thinking back to when I was face-to-face in one-on-ones, if the person I was speaking to, their phone went off and they were like, oh, let me get this. I'm like thinking to myself, seriously? And we know the easy distractions that can happen because of being on Zoom today. for things going off. And you can kind of tell when people are looking at other things. And even if I'm having a one-on-one and you can tell somebody's looking at their phone, guess what? They can tell that. And so we need to decide why and how we're investing our time in being present, and whether you're going to lose all of this business if you don't respond to that other person at their time. And if you do that, that's another example of multitasking that doesn't really get it done for us. Let your people know why and how they can stalk you down in an emergency, so that you're available to who you want to be 24/7 in any kind of way. Value your time. Protecting your calendar provides the opportunity for you to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your customers and your clients and your friends and your life and all of those kinds of things. So I not only talk the talk, but I walk the walk about investing time for a return. Because if you spend time, it's gone forever. If you invest time, then you want a return on it, whether that's in dollars or happiness or satisfaction or gain in some way. When you spend it, it's used up, it's exhausted. If you say that you want to make 5 phone calls per day, if you don't make them on Monday because anything else came up, either flexible for yourself that you want to go have lunch with somebody, or you were interrupted in some other way, if making 5 phone calls on every day of the week was important to you, then you need to reschedule those 5 phone calls either later in that day or another day of the week if they were your priority. And so what else do you skip over sometimes and you let it go because you got lost or because you chose something else to do or whatever it might have been? It's essential that we're investing our time and energy in activities to achieve the results that you desire, and to be efficient, effective, and productive, and choose to participate in fun, relaxation, recreation, and beyond. Last one here for you. Be prepared for your day. Open up all your documents that you need. Open up all your prior correspondence. Open up the people's LinkedIn profiles and websites that you want to reference during one-on-one conversations. And then work your day. You're organized. You have all your stuff. You're good to go. And guess what the fun part is? Throughout the day, you're closing out those documents and you're doing whatever the next appropriate steps are with that. And you close those out and you have a sense of accomplishment for what you did. And it makes it so much easier for you to unplug from your day and then move on to your evening or whatever cycle that you are in, to the next part of time that you are then unplugged. And so I want to close with: value yourself and your time. Do what you love. Invest your time and energy in activities to achieve the results that you desire. Work smart, efficient, effective, and productive. Achieve results, personal, professional, business-wise, and celebrate often. Work smart so that you can play hard. Let's plan a time to continue the conversation. I welcome any of your thoughts, feelings, and ideas related to any of those productivity hacks that I shared out. And again, I'll put in the chat 2 downloads that you'll receive if you submit them onto my website. Thank you so much and have a great rest of the day.